Hey everyone, this is Dr. Aimee Warren from Catalina Island Medical Center. I wanted to share a couple of things with you guys today, sort of a Sanity 101. My sisters and I, we're all sort of in different areas of expertise, and I lean on them a lot when I'm feeling stressed and overwhelmed, and they're my people that I really try to connect with on the daily basis just to keep myself grounded through all this craziness. So even if we're not together, we're by ourselves in our homes, at least I can see them face to face on Zoom and kind of reach out. And we've been connecting a lot over what we're doing, each of us, to sort of maintain our sanity. So I really wanted to share this with you guys because I get so much value and so much centeredness from them that I just really wanted to share that with you guys, my patients, and the community of Catalina. So I wanted to introduce you guys to my sisters. So Nikki Warren, Stephanie, Casey, and they're all going to go around and sort of just share with you a brief Sanity 101 that they've been doing at home. So Nick, why don't you go get started and what you've been doing at home?
Well, hi, you guys. I'm Nikki Warren. I own a fitness franchise. We have about 40 locations, and we now, with this quarantine, we've launched a full online exercise program that you can do right in the comfort of your own home, but also a nutrition program. And so what I've found working with thousands of people is that it's so incredibly important for us right now more than ever to find the motivation to move our body. And so what I wanted to share with you is some science and some science-backed studies about how to find motivation when you're just not motivated. There's so many things, even without this, right? A lot of times we can't get ourselves off the couch. It's too cold, it's too hot, we have too many things to do, we're not feeling well. That's just a total normal human being way of reacting when you don't currently have a habit of movement. And so what I wanted to share with you just really quickly is the idea of like a trigger and a behavior and a reward. And so if you can get yourself to move every single day, you're going to be happier, you're going to be healthier, you're going to deal with stress more effectively. There's so many things that just moving, it doesn't even have to be hardcore exercise, just moving your body will do to benefit the anxiety, the depression, just make everything better. So what I want to challenge you to do is just create a habit of movement. And so the first thing is when you think about like the actual like trigger, which will be like the movement, and then the reward is find something to reward yourself every time you do something good by moving your body. It can be doing one push-up, it can be walking around the block, it can be taking your kids out to the park and you walking instead of sitting on a bench. And then what is the reward that you can give yourself so every single time you do this you feel like, oh, I see, this feels really good. And so maybe it's like making yourself a smoothie afterwards. Maybe it's, if it's in the evening, if you're exercising in the evening, maybe it's watching your favorite Netflix series. Maybe, so whatever a reward is to you, all of us reward ourselves very differently. But for me, it would be like a good latte. I exercise really hard. I make myself a good latte. I feel happy. And then all of a sudden, once you develop a habit, then your body will be like, I feel awesome. And this is what I want to do. So a couple tips before I'm going to hand over the mic to Coach Steph is a couple tips are to get yourself motivated is find something that you like. So either find a coach, like a coach that really like motivates you, find music, find something that you like, and then have your exercise try to be at the same time every day. So if you're going to go for a walk in the morning, if you're going to go for a walk after work, make sure that you set an alarm on your phone. That alarm goes off and you get up and do it. Then you offer yourself a reward. Try some variety. There's so many fun things that are available right now. You might like dance. You might like cross training. You might like bar classes. You might like riding your bike. But find some variety so you're not getting bored. And then making sure that throughout the week that you just plan your movement, plan your exercise, And then when you work out with a group, it's easier. So right now we're not allowed to work out with a group. So I encourage you to do something like this. So I've got all my sisters on, and just encourage people to do like maybe a Fitbit challenge with you, or come on our live Zoom classes and work out where you see people, like we can actually high five. Give me some high fives, ladies. You can like hit the, yeah. See, we're all connected even though we're all alone. So I hope this helped, but just making sure that you tell yourself over and over, moving makes me happy. Moving makes me happy. And then the last thing that I'm going to leave you with is, right when you're done exercising, just write down, even on just a little Post-it, how do you feel? How do you feel? Because you'll remember that next time everything inside you says, I want to lay on the couch. You're going to be like, no, I felt really good afterwards, and I'm going to create a habit. Okay, so I want to introduce you. I'm really excited to introduce you to Coach Steph. So take the mic, girl.
Hi, I'm Steph, and I'm a nurse. I also have a women's fitness business, and I'm head of education for Kaya Fit. And what I've been doing that's making me not only survive this, but come out of this hopefully better than how I went in. And that's my goal for myself and the people that I touch through this, is using this as an opportunity to wake up, and instead of using this downtime to reflect on things we can't control, taking control of the things that we do, and that's our mind. So I volunteered to teach a leadership course over this quarantine, and it has helped me to not only get out of my own head, because that's a lot of times when we're struggling, is when we're focusing on me, right? Like, how am I suffering through this, and how is this hard for me and in my life? But if we can get ourselves out of that state, and how can I be of service to others? But in order to do that, we have to be able to lead ourselves. So being a leader means first leading ourselves. And I think we're all leaders in some respect, because we all have people that we influence in our lives that look up to us, that, like they say, that you're like the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, you're that to somebody. So you are a leader, whether you have signed up for it or realize it or not, that you lead the people that you touch every single day. And it's a big responsibility. And to be able to leave this planet knowing that you did your absolute best to make a positive impact on the world, that's what, to me, it means to be a leader. So I've been blessed to be able to research this for myself and for the people that I touch. And I encourage all of us to take this opportunity and think about, how can we be the leader to the people that we touch in our lives, to our kids, to our spouses? Maybe you're still interacting with coworkers, but how can you be the one positive light in those people's lives? And the way to do that for me, and I think to be a leader right now especially, is to be really careful about what you're putting into your mind and your body, because what we put in comes out. So being really selective about, is anything that's going into your mind, that's going into your mouth during this time, is it helpful? And is it going to create something better for somebody else? And so reflecting on the things in your life right now that are making you stronger, that are making you healthier, that are making you happier, and then doing those things. And for me, with the leadership research, is listening to books on leading myself, on creating positivity, on creating good thoughts, on making an impact on the world, and how I can be of service right now. So challenge yourself anytime you start to circle the drain, which we all are. That's another thing with this, is like, we're all in the same boat. Like, what an amazing opportunity this is for us all to know that we're all suffering in this together, that we're all united in this. And even though we all suffer through different things throughout our whole lives, we're all in this one thing together. So be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, understand that you're not alone. And when you start to struggle, think about, what can I do right now? If you can't take control over your thoughts and they're just circling the drain, listen to a book that's about something positive. Get onto a podcast about something positive. Look something up and then share that, rather than finding something negative and sharing it with the people you know. Find something positive and spread that around. But really take make a decision to be the leader in your life, the leader that's going to guide people into coming out of this better than you ever have been before, and using this as an opportunity to wake up, to strengthen our minds, to strengthen our hearts, and to grow more as a community. And then I'm going to pass it over to Casey. If you want to take over, Case, what are you doing to maintain your sanity through all of this?
Hi, thanks for having me. So I am a student. I'm a master's student at Harvard, and I'm working on my thesis. So I'm definitely a little bit upside down with all the things that I have going on. But to maintain my sanity, I've been, doing the things that Nikki and Steph both suggested so far. Is I've been keeping a workout routine, and actually because of the online access, it's been easier for me as a parent to be able to access those online classes. So I've been able to actually exercise every single day, which usually it's hard for me to get to a class because of parenting. So I'm happy about that. And then I've been, just trying to listen to some the 10% Happier podcasts, and listening to some meditation and Deepak Chopra meditation. That's been helping. But personally, I've tried really hard to stay organized. So I've made myself a big binder of all the things that for my daughter to do for schoolwork, and we've been helping out with another family too. So I've made them each their own little binder and gave them something to do Monday through Friday. So then when I sit down to get my work done, then they have something that will keep them busy. And then also giving them online classes and online things to do so that they can keep busy so that I can get my work done. But then just one thing I wanted to mention to keep my sanity was something that I've been excited about that's brought me joy is cooking. So it's been fun for me to learn how to bake. It's, I've always just kind of thrown together whatever's in the kitchen, and I've been excited to learn some new recipes. And so, I'm sure as everybody does, I have a million of these in my kitchen that a lot of, I'm barely ever even had the opportunity to look at. But so my daughter and I have been taking one recipe out every day and trying something new and something different. And also on Pinterest has been great. And so I look up like vegan recipes and healthy vegan dinners, or baking. Like we've been doing all kinds of really fun baking and making cakes and pies and stuff. So, warning about that. You don't want to be home left with a lot of cakes and pies. But one recommendation I have for that we've been doing is cut down on half your recipe for your treats so that you don't have as much around the house, but then double your recipes for all your healthy cooking so that you can have a lot of that left over in the freezer when you get too busy. So there's been a lot of great, the virtual vegan is a really good one. And this is One Peaceful World. This is one has been kind of a fun one because there's a lot of Japanese inspired recipes. So you can order some new spices and stuff online. And then learning how to cook Indian food has been kind of fun, trying to pick up a new culture and a new way of cooking has been a real joy for me to do with my daughter, and it's brought us closer together. And I think that it's also a fun thing to do is to do a Zoom call with your friends and your family and try new recipes. And girlfriends and I've been texting and saying, what did you try today? What did you try this? Oh, try this. This was great. This is what I liked about this one. And so that's been kind of a fun way to stay connected. So really overall, I would say, just one day a week, organize your kids and get them. So you've got a Monday through Friday thing to keep them busy. That gives you at least an hour or two of time that you can get your own things done. Give them an hour or two of online exercise. And then, at the end of the day, coming together and finding some kind of new hobby that you can do to, bring you guys closer together and kind of inspire you to keep going and to bring some joy to your plate and to your life. That's it.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Kay. So you guys can see why I really wanted to share my sister's great energy with you guys. It's just been so helpful for me, and I've been trying to do the things that they've been sort of suggesting as well, trying to keep motivated with my exercise on a daily basis, and it's been great. Like Nikki said, being able to do the Zoom classes and connect with her fitness franchise community. And it's been really a great thing to be able to do that and see my sisters in the class and work out with people that aren't not in my same circle, but people that I know. And it's just been really a fun thing. And then, I just really wanted to share what I've been doing personally to kind of keep myself more sane throughout this whole thing. And that's really been meditation and sort of trying to find a mental place of gratitude instead of trying to focus on the things that we don't have, focus on things that we do have. So really starting my day every morning with a meditation. So I get up, my kids get up super early, so I have to get up at 5 if I'm going to get my meditation in. So I sit on the couch and I do my meditation. If it's with either 10% Happier or the Deepak Chopra Oprah meditation has been really great. So I've been doing that. And that sort of just starts my day off. It just sort of starts my day with a really more balanced, more centered. If I don't do it, I can feel it all day. I feel like I'm more tense, more anxious, just more edgy, and if I do that in the morning, it just really sets the tone for the day, and it makes my experience with my kids more pleasant. And if I'm working, that helps me to stay more balanced with work. So I've been doing that in the morning. And then at night before I go to sleep, I just lay my head on my pillow and I try to think of 5 things that I'm grateful for that happened during the day. And what's been really remarkable about that is that because I've been doing that, it's making me look for things to be grateful for during the day. So instead of just sitting out and, zoning out on my phone outside, I'm actually sitting there and like feeling the sun on my face and listening to the wind. And because I'm like looking for things to be grateful for at night. And so I just think it just sets the tone for, living a more grateful life. And this is such an amazing time. It's scary and it's, there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of anxiety going around for everybody. But it's also been a really remarkable time for me to connect with my kids and, with my sisters, my family, my friends in a way that I haven't really been able to before. So that's been a really special thing. So if I have one tip to, give to my patients really in the community of Catalina and whomever else listens to this, is really just trying to find that space of gratitude in all of this that we're taking right now. Like, we take a big deep breath, and there's some people in the hospital that are really struggling to do that at this moment in time. So finding just those little moments where you can feel that sense of gratitude and find the beauty around you, no matter if you're in a city or wherever you're at, there's going to be beauty no matter where you look, if you can just find the eyes to see it. And that was really all I wanted to share today. I would love to do this again with you guys, if you guys could do it again. But thank you so much for being here and sharing your Sanity 101.
Okay. Thanks, you guys. It was great connecting with everybody. Wishing you all the happiness and motivation and movement. Get out there and do something great. Bye.